Will the rear mounted gas tank from this 80s F350 fit in my Jeep Cherokee? Let's find out. One of the things I hate about the Wagoneer platform, this is a Cherokee, but it's the same basic vehicle, is the location of the gas tank. Gas tank. Okay, the filler neck is right there, but the gas tank is actually located inside the frame underneath right there. So the filler neck has to go in, make a 90, go over the axle and into the tank. I hate that, and I'm going to try and fix it by moving the tank where it should be, behind the rear axle. Okay, what you're looking at is the filler and the return for the fuel, and it's going over the axle. This is your axle. Here is actually the tank. There's your axle. There they go, way off, back off in there, and make a 90 to that filler neck. The gas tank is a saddle style like Chevy has. Goes all the way up to there. And you have almost no clearance with anything. The drive shaft and all that is in the way. So we're going to try and fix that. First thing I noticed on this F350 gas tank is the skid plates rusted through, which would have been bad, but it's a plastic tank, so we should be good. So even though this is no good, there's a chance that this will be fine. Actually, skid plate removal using violence. Got a line there, and I got wires there. There's a connector. There's right there. And there's a line. I wonder if this has got a little electric fuel pump. I'm going to cut the lines and the wires and remove it. But I don't think this tank went with this truck. It's, I think, out of a newer one. I'm betting I'm going to find an electric fuel pump in there, which is very interesting because this is a carbureted truck. Oh, it does have a sending unit, so there would be a wire going to it, so I could be wrong. There might be a sending unit, which will have a wire, but we'll see. It is free. I cannot tell you how nasty this gas smells. This is horrid. There's at least a quarter tank, maybe more, fuel in here, and it is rancid. Very. Ugh. All right, let's get out, clean it up, and see what we can do. Well, behold, the Jeep's new gas tank. I hope. From here to here is fine. From here to here is the question. Well, we'll see. All right, I have right here a cross member I've made. I'll make a second one. Now, because the frame slopes downward, I will have to raise the other one up and mount it somewhere here using spacers. The problem I think I'm going to run into is this, I think, needs to go back further. Problem is, this is a shock. So this needs to go back to right here, but that's going to interfere with my shocks. I can't put it there. And I can't see a way to put the gas tank in without the skid plate configuration. Okay, so right here. And it just about fits. And it does not need to be moved back. Right there is good. Okay, so this might be doable. We may not be dead. We'll have to see. The problem is it's going to be this end. I don't know if you can see it. The other cross member may end up being just the trailer hitch. I was thinking it wouldn't have fit, but I think it might. Okay, right now as it looks, this is in the way. It doesn't have any structural support that I can see. So I'm going to do something that probably shouldn't be done, but I don't think it's going to affect the Jeep. I'm going to take and cut it right here and the same spot on the other side. I'm going to take a hammer and hammer this up so it's out of the way. I'd rather do that than cut the whole thing out. Just cut a notch there, same thing with the other side, and bend the whole thing out of the way, because we are literally right here. I'm almost there. And I'm going to pop it on top of that. Once I get this out of the way, I'll be able to put the other edge on top of here, and then I'm probably going to brace it off of here, bring it over. So, all right, what I thought was a failure is maybe not. We will see. And I was wrong. Yeah, the wires, I thought it was more than just two. This is just the sending unit for the gas gauge. So no big deal there. I thought it was a 4-wire system, which would have indicated a electric fuel pump. So, all right, I'm looking at the cap on that. I'm wondering if I can use either a strap wrench for an oil filter or this one. So let's go see if I can use this to take that, to open that sucker up. See how much fuel is in there. And then I guess I'm going to get some jugs and start filling them up with bad gas. If anybody needs any bad gas, let me know. I've got plenty. Both kinds. Fits pretty good. Let's see. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it moved a fraction time. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Not really enough. All right, looks like it worked. Let's see what this looks like. There is not much left of that at all. Nothing left. Boy, dang. And the fuel looks like it's somewhere around in here. I can't get my nose wet. That's wrong. All right, we'll be back. All right, I have got the tank out of the Power Tour Jeep. I had test fitted it. I have a bracket that I need to bolt in, and then there is a body mount that I will be able to hook to. I will use all thread to extend it, because my strap's going to come up to about here. So I'll all thread it the rest of the way. Anyway, the nasty gas is in there, and it's actually got varnish and stuff at the bottom. And I know there's still chunks of the original pickup tube. I've pulled some pieces out, but I think there's still debris in there, and hopefully it's rusted into chunks, because this right here, what I'm going to do is going to take care of that. I seen this on Biff's garage, and he put a chain in there and shook it around. The problem is he had a problem getting it out, and I'm thinking, yeah, that's. I mean, maybe you can hook it with a wire, but my thought was to just do this. As you can see, this is a piece of all thread with 2 bolts on it on the end of the chain. The chain, which is probably about 6 foot, fits in there really nice. See that? That way it won't fall in. And then we just do this. Oh, and by the way, I put a whole bunch of foam and degreaser in there too. Get to get my back workout. All right, so now I'm going to let that set overnight. Hopefully I've knocked a lot of the varnish and the chunks loose, and hopefully the degreaser will take care of the varnish. And I should be able to rinse it out tomorrow and get most, if not all, that crap out. Because the main thing I want to do is be able to not clog up the sock that's going to be on the new pickup tube. Because with what's in there, it wouldn't last long. And I'd end up having to drop the tank, pull the pickup tubes, what I'm afraid of. So get most of it out, and then I should be good. I'm going to run a filter before the fuel pump, and then probably one after. For sure one after, but I'm probably going to run one before, and that'll be the one I'll change it out frequently to kind of help it'll catch whatever I've missed. Hopefully this will get the majority. All right. Well, I've let the tank marinate overnight. Got the chain out, hooked in there. Probably can't see, but I poured it off into here, and that's kind of a, yeah, it was nasty. I'm going to see if I can get some chunks out with the vacuum. All right, I'm going to take a look at it and see what we got. That is it for right now. I've got the tank as clean as I'll probably be able to get it. Next will be the installation. Thank you for watching Dirt Floor Garage.